They called it the Black Sun. Not a star in the sky, but a sun behind the sun. Invisible to the eyes, yet burning inside the soul. To the alchemists, it was the key to transformation. To the mystics, the secret of rebirth. And to those who dared to face it, it was both the destroyer and the redeemer. But what is the Black Sun? And why do so many traditions, Hermetic, Gnostic, Kabbalistic, speak of light found only through darkness? The ancients knew that creation itself is a paradox. Every dawn is born from night. Every revelation, from confusion. Every soul, from shadow. And the Black Sun was their way of saying, there is a light so deep, it can only be found when all others have gone out. Imagine closing your eyes. You see darkness. But if you stay there long enough, the darkness starts to shimmer. It begins to move. Somewhere inside that vast blackness, something alive begins to breathe. That is the Black Sun, the secret radiance hidden at the heart of the void. The alchemists said that before gold is born, there is nigredo, the black phase. The stage of decay, dissolution, despair. It is when everything you thought you were crumbles. The ego dies, the false lights go out, and all that remains is the endless night. Most people flee from it. But those who stay, those who stare into that darkness long enough, find the spark of the true sun beginning to rise from within. It is not comfort. It is not warmth. It is clarity, cold and pure. It burns away illusion like fire through mist. This is the inner alchemy that every initiate must pass through, the descent before the ascent, the death before the rebirth. In ancient Hermetic texts, the Black Sun was called Sol Niger, the hidden aspect of the sun, the invisible half of illumination. It symbolized the soul in its deepest process of purification. The light that cannot be seen, only felt, only endured. The shadow through which the divine spark is finally revealed. Modern minds might call it the shadow self. Carl Jung saw it too. He said that enlightenment doesn't come from imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. And in that moment of integration, when you stop running from your own shadow, you ignite the Black Sun within. You begin to radiate from the inside out. Look around our world today. The outer light is everywhere. Screens glowing in our faces, constant stimulation, constant brightness. But the inner world grows darker and darker. We've forgotten how to sit in silence. How to listen to the echo inside our own soul. And yet, that silence, that darkness, is where the Black Sun waits. When the world seems to collapse, when you lose your way, when hope disappears, that's when the initiation begins. You are being pulled into the underworld of your own psyche. Not as punishment, but as preparation. Because only by walking through your darkness can you retrieve the light that was hidden there all along. The alchemists wrote of this in code. They said, visit the interior of the earth, and by rectifying, you will find the hidden stone. The earth they spoke of was not soil, but the body and soul. The descent was not physical, but spiritual. And the stone, the philosopher's stone, was this, the light born from darkness, consciousness reborn from shadow. That is the meaning of the Black Sun. Not an external object. Not an evil symbol. But the most secret process of inner transformation. The Black Sun is the crucible of the soul. It devours what is false so that what is eternal may rise. When you face your fears and don't run. When you let go of every label, every certainty. When you allow yourself to feel lost, confused, undone. Something extraordinary happens. You fall into a space beyond identity, beyond story. And in that space, the black sun begins to shine. In alchemy, this moment was depicted as the king's death and resurrection. The king, symbol of the conscious ego, must descend into darkness, dissolve in the black waters, and return as the divine child of light. This is why every myth, Osiris, Christ, Mithras, speaks of descent, death, and rebirth. They are mirrors of the same inner journey. And it's not just personal. The black sun also represents the cycle of humanity itself. When civilizations fall into chaos and darkness, when the old light fails, a new light begins to rise, quietly, invisibly, in the hearts of those who still seek truth. We are in that age again. The outer sun dims. The inner sun begins to awaken. This is why so many people today feel both despair and awakening at once. It's the pressure of transformation. The breaking of the shell. We are being pushed to find a light that no external system can give us. That is the call of the black sun, to turn inward, to see through illusion, to let the night become your teacher. Because the night is not your enemy. It is the womb of stars. The alchemists said that when you see the black sun, you are close to the great work's completion. It means the opposites are uniting within you. Spirit and matter, light and shadow, heaven and earth. It means you have remembered who you are, not just a being of light, but a bridge between worlds. Some say that in meditation, when you reach the still point beyond thoughts, you can feel the black sun's pulse. It's not a vision of brightness, but a vast, quiet awareness, deep and alive. It feels like falling into infinity, yet it's the most familiar thing, because it's what you truly are beneath all masks. So if you find yourself in darkness, don't rush to escape. Sit there. Breathe there. Ask what the darkness is trying to teach. It's not punishment. It's the path. Because what you call darkness is simply the part of you that hasn't yet seen its own light. And when the light finally rises from within, when the black sun turns gold, the world around you begins to change. Not because you control it, but because you have aligned with it. You are no longer fighting the shadow, you are radiating through it. That is inner alchemy. That is awakening. The black sun doesn't destroy the darkness. It transforms it. And in doing so, it reveals what every mystic, every initiate, every seeker eventually discovers. The light you seek has been inside you all along, waiting in the heart of the void. So when everything falls apart, when the world goes black and nothing seems to make sense, remember, you are standing at the threshold of the black sun. And beyond it lies the purest illumination you will ever know.